Okay. Good afternoon and welcome. You are tuned in to the Underwater Rugby channel, broadcasting live from Vienna, Austria, and you're watching the Euroleague. The next match will be between Betta and Akkaren. In blue for Betta, number 4, Samali Yusila. Number 8, Sergei Leonov. Number 9, Anton Churzin. And the captain wearing number 11, Viktor Krylov. And number 10, Henrik Nielsen. Number 12, Ilya Azorov. Number 13, Tommy Suomalainen. Number 15, Jim Holmbeck. Number 16, Alexander Bakanov. Number 33, Alexei Pryazhnikov. Number 39, Timur Letti. Number 88, Leo Selahov. And number 99, Tom Holmbeck. And the coach, Alexander Krylov. On the other side of the pool, wearing white from Oslo, the lineup for Akkaren is led by number 3, Tord Nerland. Number 8, Rune Nielsen. Number 11, Marius Bunes. And the captain, number 12, Trond Helge Lillevik. Number 14, Håken Valderhaug. Number 15, Erik Mostad. Number 21, Joshua Rogayawa Seaman. Number 24, Uland Hermanovic. Number 29, Christian Schaefer. Number 73, Adne Pettersen. Number 88, Eivind Terhaug. And the referees this match, on deck, Tommy Jensen. In the water, Thomas Merck and Manuel Tito de Moras. The protocol referee, as usual, Wolfgang Denk. Okay, I'm up a little. Let's see, testing. Test. Can you hear?
1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute.
1 minute till the match begins. I'm joined here by Thomas Denk again.
Good afternoon.
And we have Jan Kinderman watching over our shoulder. But we'll just be the two of us now. Jan said that he's going to take a break. So what are your predictions for this match?
As a player or as a commentator?
Commentator.
Playing against Betta yesterday, not quite sure. I think they might be actually on the same level, depending on who is getting the initial push and who is more able to establish their play style. We know Betta doesn't like to swim a lot. They like the forceful fights. On the other hand, Akkaren might be a bit weaker strength-wise, maybe. We'll see. I think it might, if there is no goal for a couple of minutes, it might be an open playing field. Personally, I think Betta will take it. But we'll see how it develops. Quick goal from Akkaren. I mean, Akkaren has very strong players. They have national team players in there. Hakan Baldahoff, for instance, they have fast players. They can do a quick fast break, and then the game is spread wide open if Akkaren is going into the lead.
And of course, Betta is missing Boyko,
yeah,
and that takes away a powerful goal scorer. Because when thank you. When Boyko gets into the goal, he is really scoring a high percentage.
Yeah, but there we see Betta already on the push. They won the initial attack and already positioning themselves underneath Akkaren's goal, pulling the goalkeeper away. Oh, very fast attack and very close to placing the ball into the basket. But Akkaren can barely clear there.
I think it's Adne Pettersson there.
And now back in possession of the ball, trying to break out of their own half. But Betta, very good forechecking here.
Joshua Royo, he's a good player. He's completely tied up here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's roughing.
Holding.
One against Betta, yeah, for roughing.
Holding.
Yeah, he was pushing him underneath the border and almost keeping a strangling grip on him from the back. So.
It was a little bit of rough play there,
yeah.
But there's no mercy here at this level. So here they come.
We haven't started.
The referee. The 3-second rule, or what's going on here?
I think I didn't hear. There was no signal from the referee for starting of the game. Yeah, no.
So they used a whistle. Maybe the buzzer's broken. I don't know.
No, I think it's just to increase the sound because the signals are not very loud on land.
All right.
So they used the whistle.
In comes Betta over on the left side, and they like to come in and then go up to the surface, tied up, and then dive back down again after winning the.
And obviously, two players, Viktor Krylov in a very good position here, but not able to place the ball.
He pushed the goalie before he had the ball.
Actually, what we saw there is Anton Schusen being behind Viktor Krylov, and if he knew that Anton was behind him, he might have actually established a block, just passed the ball forward to Anton, and Anton would have been free to attack the goalkeeper. Instead, the defender was attacking Viktor, and so he couldn't push enough to push the goalkeeper away. Now we see again Azaro tied up, but his teammate
Thomas Suomalainen brought the ball out, passed it to, or it's still Suomalainen. No?
I think they keep possession of the ball, but Akkaren doing a decent job of pushing them away from the goal or getting a grip on the ball. But now a quick attack from above and no player underneath the goal to actually finish it. Okay.
They stole the goal, but
I think it was pushing without the ball, but I'm not sure yet. Holding.
Pushing away the goalie.
Yes. So they stole that goal by an illegal move, pushing the goalie away.
Yeah.
And so they're playing aggressively to destabilize Akkaren.
I mean, it's the classic Betta play. They're trying to use their strengths and trying to push us long. Oh, on a very good position with two players.
Rugby, he's
very
got his
nice,
hand in,
very
yeah.
nice move there.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So he's a young player who's probably going to make the Norwegian national team, I would think. For a number of years, he's
possibly he's born in 1997, so he's a very young player. I think there are not many players in his age playing here in Euroleague. And already being able to play on this level on such a young age is clearly a very good advantage.
He comes from a very athletic family. You know the story.
Yeah, for a further career in underwater rugby or any sports.
Yeah. His father was Fiji's only Winter Olympics participant. He didn't win a medal.
Yeah, cross-country skier.
Yeah, that's right. And he used to play goalie sitting by the basket, not lying on top of it, but just sitting by it. And he played in the EuroLeague that way, the very first game of the first season in Finland. So that's maybe father and son both playing in the EuroLeague. I don't know how many examples of that there are, but one at least. Okay, they're on the surface, and this the Betta style.
Oh, that was grabbing.
A little bit of face slap there.
Betta trying to push for the basket, but they're not quite yet able to break through the defense. But now,
that Bakhanov there was hovering over.
Yeah, they're trying to get a grip onto the goalkeeper, but the defenders are doing quite a good job in pushing them away again.
This move, when somebody is in front of you or something, just to slap them in the face, it seems is this very common in EuroLeague play that a little bit of head slap, grab the head.
Yeah, I think it depends on the position you're in. I mean, the defensive player pushed on the mask to push him away a bit, and they were not in a very favorable position anyway. So if there's no equipment removed and there's a passing opportunity, they might actually give advantage and then keep the game going.
Yeah, if the referee doesn't call everything.
Often as a referee, it's better to keep
Holmberg's
the game
got a
rolling.
good position here.
Yeah. But there should be a third player. Like Holmberg had the blocking position, but if he gets the pass, he will be immediately attacked by the defender. So there needs to be a third player behind Holmberg who he can slender the ball to, and then he's free
a
to
combination. Yeah.
Nice free throw against Betta. Holding.
Wide free throw. Wide free throw.
Well, what do you think? Akkaren needs a break now. They need to have a little bit more possession. They have not had the ball that much.
Yeah, Akkaren has a lot of trouble getting out of their own half. But Betta, they attacked the goal. I mean, there was one very good chance for Victor Krulov at the beginning. But otherwise than that, they didn't have too many sort of very good opportunity there.
And
I think it's in.
a goal.
I think it's in, yeah. That's a break for Akkaren.
Was that
was Christian Schäfer, yeah, number 29. Assistant to Mario Brunes, yeah.
Was it Brunes?
Yeah. Schäfer was the goal scorer, and Brunes assisted there with the pass.
Schäfer?
Yeah, Schäfer scored. Now that might be actually the break that Akkaren needs.
Schäfer's a very strong guy. He does a lot of strength training. And Schäfer's the kind of guy who he's a very goal-hungry guy. So if he gets one, you just make him want to score more.
Yeah, they're a very nice pass there with Mario Brunes, and Schäfer just pushing it in. The defender didn't see the pass coming. Now again, very quick fast break. Oh, this is the second. That's the second goal. Oh my God. He just snatched it away at the beginning.
Joshua.
Yeah. Joshua Gavich just snatched the ball away. I don't even know if there was an assist.
No assist here.
I don't think there is.
I don't like that when they give us. They have to insist on an assist.
Yeah.
They can only give it to the other team now, right? So.
Yeah. Not the assist you want.
He got the open goal there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is amazing for Akkaren. This is not expected.
Yeah, this is quite unexpected, to be honest. Yeah. They're really struggling here. I mean, Akkaren now in a very favorable position. The only thing they actually need to do is to gain the possession of the ball, and then try to play the ball in the opponent's half and trying to take down as much time as possible. Because as we see, Betta really struggling there to get a push onto Akkaren's goal. And I mean, there are 2 to 3 Betta players floating around somewhere, but in no position to attack the goal. And then there are passes like this where there should be a player waiting for it, but there is nobody waiting.
I have a slightly different opinion about this. That now once that Akkaren has managed to score, they should be hungry to score more, because for them it's a happiness thing, the momentum. If they try to hold on to a lead, it's more likely, in my opinion, that Betta could break back.
Yeah.
But if they can start having almost like a competition, let's get in there, guys, get in there, get in there, they could break it open.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that it depends on what is more authentic for your team.
Yes.
For some people it's more intuitive to go your route, for other teams it's the other route. I think the better route is tendentially the one that's more authentic for the team.
No, good positioning. It's just, but the attacker was expecting the pass right there. Took way too long. He should have just thrown the ball into the corner knowing that there's a teammate there.
So Betta up on the surface here. I think it's Holmbeck there hiding the ball behind his back. And
yeah, but Akkaren doing a good job. I mean, they're predicting those passes.
They're watching.
They know Betta, pretty much everyone.
Oh, they stolen the basket. Betta has stolen the basket.
Yeah, but he doesn't
They
manage
didn't
to
get
put
it.
the ball in. I think the goalkeeper, the defender, just got one hand on the ball and pushed it away.
Out. And a long, really nice pass.
Akkaren again.
And it's a Todd. Who is that? Todd?
Fast break opportunity, but can't quite push through.
Now, do you think that the guy who did the fast break should have gone to the goalie? Or
I mean, if he's got the stamina to do so, yeah, you should always try to get at least to the goal, raising the post level of the defender and the goalkeeper, and forcing Betta to get back into the defensive position.
Wide free throw, attacking head.
attack on the head. So it's a free throw in favor of Akkaren. Well, this is really good temperature in this pool. Also, it's not too hot and humid. It's terrible, like in Oslo, that pool, you feel like you're suffocating all the time. Here it's perfect temperature. Maybe not in the water, but for us up here, it's good. Akkaren holding on to the ball over on Betta's side of the pool. Is that Pyazhnikov backing away? And he finds, I'm sorry, that it's hard to tell who's 14 is Håkan Valderhag. He had the ball there in the corner. And a little bit of MMA jiu-jitsu grip there. The ball drifts down to the bottom, and of course this doesn't hurt Akkaren at all.
Without any defender there. I mean, Akkaren could seize this opportunity to get a pass through, yeah.
Yep.
Right there.
Tied up over the basket. They managed to rip the ball away, but they end up still fighting on the surface. Trond Helge Lillevik having words with, was it Holmbeck or who it was? Oh, it was Jusela. Okay.
They're now on the forward move. But there's almost a defender there for Akkaren. They're trying to save the basket as best as they can.
A good attack, but defended, and clear holding violation there, but the referee doesn't call it. So Now fast break. Akkaren all the way over to the other side, under the goalie. We're not watching the right picture here. Well, we missed that sequence, or whatever was happening there.
The Betta cleared.
But tied up on the surface again. And we see Akkaren has a player underneath the scrum.
They're really struggling there to keep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. How many people can you have in a
They're
scrum?
struggling there to
Tommy Suomalainen
keep
in there.
possession of the ball, and they're always
Erik
getting
Mostad.
into those scrums.
Trahag.
Violent play.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to is it Bakana? Or Azorov? Azorov. Nothing to argue about here.
If you don't shut up, it will be 5.
Ilya Azarov's got 2 minutes for probably for roughing or
Timeout.
Timeout for Betta now.
Timeout blue. Timeout blue.
so halt in the action here. Timeout called by Betta as they have a player sent off. It's going to be a power play in favor of Akkaren. What do you think about this? How's this going to affect the flow of the game?
I mean, Betta's already struggling to get the ball out of their own half right now. Akkaren is keeping up the pressure there now, trying to forecheck in the middle of the game, playing field. So very good position for Akkaren here to just try to run down the time. I mean, they have a 2-0 advantage, and pretty much the best position you can be in. Betta really struggling to get any good attack on Akkaren's basket right now. Even though they had the first 1.5, 2 minutes, a very strong position on Akkaren's goal and really scored. So yeah, currently I'd say very much in favor of Akkaren here to take it to the lead into the halftime.
And there's not that much time left in the half. I don't think. Now,
There's only a couple of 4 or 5 minutes left into this half.
Timeout is almost over. 4 seconds, 3. 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 4.5 minutes left in the game. I'm sorry, in the first half here. So it'll be a free throw.
Yeah, and Akkaren now gaining possession of the ball.
They're getting a lecture here from Tommy Jepsen, deck referee. He's telling them not to make it too rough, I guess. What do you think? It's a warning, obviously, that they're not going to tolerate rough play.
I think it was a warning for both teams.
Yeah.
To decrease the roughness a bit.
But it's easy to get sucked into rough play on the surface, fighting for the ball with Betta.
Yeah, it usually happens with Betta because they like the surface play so much, and at some point you end up in the scrum. And at the position you don't have a lot of chances. You can give them the ball back, but they're physically very strong, or you can fight for the ball, and then at some point, if the more players getting into the scrum, it's very likely to happen that it's going to be rough.
Betta has a set playing style. Okay, now fast break. Is that Tommy Suomalainen?
Yeah, but Christian Schaefer's got a hold of him on the foot.
But they're getting over.
But yet again, there was only one other player assisting him with the fast break when there was just a timeout for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. With the
they should have been fresh to play.
So they should be fresh, and they should actually have the team to help them out. But as it seems, they're trying to. I mean, now they're fighting on the surface, but they're keeping the ball on the surface, trying to run down the time somehow when they're when the opponent team is at a 2-0 advantage.
He didn't see the forechecker coming.
Yeah, usually what teams do is they don't attack the Betta players when they're so far away from the basket, so they keep their attackers back. But Akkaren in such a comfortable position, they can just send 1 or 2 attackers out and actually trying to contest the ball there, which somehow really disrupts Betta's game plan as they always resurface and they have to take the breath, and there's simply not enough people to bring the ball to the basket.
Is they're having even a little bit of trouble?
I mean, right now they're 1 man down, so they're just trying to keep possession of the ball, trying to minimize the power play time, and maybe set up some attack.
Well, Betta's playing strategy is pretty well known now, and that is go into the basket, get tied up, float to the surface, fight and win the scrum, pass down, and go straight back again to the basket, play it as rough and increase the frequency of that. So their waves really are based on scrum fights on the surface. But now that the other teams know about this, don't you think that they're able to adjust better to it?
Yeah. What we see now is that a lot of teams, when Betta's trying to get back up to get some breath, just simply let them get back up. The defenders and the attackers resurface as well. They gain some air, go back down, and simply establish a normal defense.
Yes.
Again, having their attacker ready to defend the goalkeeper. But now a good position for one player, but again caught up in the surface fight.
That was Victor Krylov who had the ball, and he managed to hold on to it, still got it.
Yeah, Betta now back again with six players, so they can increase the pressure on the basket. They have 2 minutes left in the first half. Now a good position there, one player already in an offensive position. But
dangerous.
Dangerous situation,
But
Akkaren's
got it.
And they cleared.
Batted away, and it's going to be.
And now there's no goalkeeper on the basket, so if he's fast. No. Defenders were too fast, but apparently he also attacked his equipment. Yet again, one very good situation there. Krylov there, but there's nobody to help him. I think that was maybe a penalty call.
That was Krylov who went in.
Yeah, but it looks like a penalty call. Penalty, yeah. I mean, he pushed him.
So it's going to be a penalty shot.
Yeah, he pushed on the goalkeeper, and he was barely moving.
We're wondering where's Steffi, the tattoo artist. She should have been here today.
White timeout. White timeout.
Okay,
because Jan Kinderman is not authorized with the ink. So, okay, back to the game. Are they going to score here with this
well,
penalty shot?
I mean, I was wrong about Betta being the leading team there, but I think Krylov most likely will do the penalty, and he's. I mean, Christian Schaefer apparently is going to be the defender. So 2 very strong players there. I'm not sure if Christian Schaefer can actually endure the 45 seconds down there, if Krylov can keep him busy for long enough.
Yeah.
So Victor might actually try to score on the second attempt.
Did you see that Krylov's going to take it, or?
I'm pretty sure. Usually Krylov is taking the penalties if Boyko's not here.
Holmbeck could take him.
Holmbeck could take it, yeah.
And it's interesting that Krylov.
Oh yeah, Holmbeck is a penalty.
Because Victor Krylov is a very rational guy, so he's not. It's not an ego thing for him. Mm-hmm. He could be the captain, but Holmbeck is.
Apparently, Holmbeck is going to take it.
I would have guessed.
Jim Holmbeck to be exact.
Jim Holmbeck is a ruthless player. He's extremely alpha, extremely motivated to dominate. So.
Yeah, we'll see how Christian Schaefer can
Schaefer's also looks forward to the chance. They love this. This is the best thing they can manage. So he's keeping him away, but Holmbeck.
Holmbeck, very nice move there.
Yeah. Very fast. And let's just be straightforward here. Schaefer's not a goalie, and he's more of a forward type of player. He can play any position, but
usually we see players like Andreas Bergenholzer, who are very good penalty defenders. very mobile players actually. So I think Christian Schaefer is one of very mobile players. Very forceful and he's kind of very good impact in an offensive play. And he's very good at blocking those strong players away. We often see it against teams like Molde, where he's actually competing with Edith Brenneman and Broding Edison, where he's pushing them away just with brute force, but
he has good speed as a swimmer,
but for defending a penalty, mobility is one of the most key things as a defensive player. And if you can have the mobility and move quickly along the basket, as well as going from the underneath position into the upwards position, and vice versa if he's attacking from above, like we saw right there. One very good move, as Jim Holmberg did right there, is just like a snake, move around the body of the defender and getting the underneath position whilst he's trying to get the bottom position of the basket, and then just scoring in one fluid motion. Yeah. And now Betta again on the move. Very nice attack there on the back, but we couldn't push the goalkeeper away. Now,
bad situation for
Asserov
Akkaren.
having the ball, but not being. I mean, there a little bit of holding there, but I think the referee's called advantage there.
They're fighting all the way over.
Yes, 13 seconds left. So.
But this is a good.
There might be time for one more attack, but no, I think that's over.
That's over.
Yeah, no, time's up.
But a good change in the momentum here.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, Betta actually now more motivated. They have the one goal, putting them back into reach for Akkaren. So trying to use the momentum there, gaining speed, pushing 2-3 times on the opponent's basket. It was actually one very close situation where they nearly scored the goal, but the player, kind of a rookie mistake, pushing with the ball into the back of the goalkeeper rather than pushing the goalkeeper away with your own body weight, using your fins there, trying to shove your upper body above the goal and then scoring. So the goalkeeper was quite a heavy gap and he pushed himself away. Yeah, good situation, positioning, but bad execution.
And now we've come up to halftime, and there will be highlights in some seconds, so we'll have a break in commentating. But this is an interesting game, good, and it seems for various reasons the league is destabilized by things like Ege being blocked out with their visas, and now we see Betta, which should be a very strong team, they're missing a key scorer, Boyko, and so everything goes in flux. Now, highlights. Okay, we join you in a minute.
Kill the music, please. In formation, there is a challenge of the last attack. So there will be a review of the last attack. after reviewing, will be no change in the game.
Okay, we're resuming here, and your thoughts, Thomas, about this game is kind of open now, 2-1.
Yeah, I think if Betta can seize the momentum they had in the first half, they might actually be able to come back and score somehow. They need to improve their way they attack the goal, because right now their plan to attack the goal doesn't seem to work out properly. They don't have enough people on the basket. There was only 1 to 2 people attacking the basket at the same time, and usually there's a defender and a goalkeeper, and he won't be able to score if there's not at least 3 people down there trying to make a move. Now
Krylov picks up the ball.
Krylov picks up the ball, and but apparently rough play. Got attack referee. Oh.
Number 11, 2 minutes.
It's Mario Bunas.
Okay.
He's a very heated-tempered guy.
Time out wide.
So Marius Bunas has been sent out for 2 minutes.
He's very temperamental, though, in general.
He's an artist.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't quite see what happened. Apparently it happened on the surface while Victor Krylov was attacking the goal. Very bad timing for them, though, because Victor was having quite a good gateway there, and 1 or 2 players down there, they might have actually scored. So
There's a challenge.
So I don't. What was it? Kicking or what was it?
I don't know yet why it's been 2 minutes.
The challenge, no foul. So they're willing to risk losing their timeout in challenges.
They already used it,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter for them anyway.
So this is also part of the strategy that you can let your timeout go until it's almost over, then you make a challenge, then you gain even more time. It will be like American.
Yeah, he was trying to exchange, and I think he jumped back into the pool. Apparently, it looked like that on the replay, though.
Hope we see it
After
again.
reviewing, the ruling stands.
The knee. The facing knee to the face.
Okay, so it was kicking.
Blue free throw.
So we've got the sharp ears of Jan Kinderman, who's standing up and looking. Thomas and I are sitting down. We can't see the the timekeeper's table or the
Betta now
referee's
immediately
stand up.
attacking the goal with 4 people.
Yeah.
That's what they should do all the time. I mean, they have 2 players on one side of the goal, 1 going above and trying to pass on the other side.
And they're fighting. They've
see
got the
they're-
goalie off.
They got the goal, but they just
they're
seem not to be able to score
it's
right
bouncing
there.
down there.
Now, good pass underneath, but Krylov wasn't in position yet, so again struggling. And now they're losing possession of the ball, and the defender is clinching the ball right there.
Yeah, but this is a Krylov's stolen it away.
Yeah.
It drops down, and now it's going to be another attack.
Another attack by Holmberg, and he's trying to. He's trying to push the ball through the legs, but
who was it on the other side?
unsuccessful there. And now we're back again to the surface in the scrum.
Yeah, it was Tommy Suomalainen he tried to pass it to, but didn't make it. But this kind of play is definitely to the advantage of Betta, because now Akkaren will become more and more disturbed, and they could have a hole in their defense. And as usual, Betta comes up with the ball in the scrums. They're so good at this scrum fighting.
Now, good position
Krylov.
there. Krylov, 2 players on the back, but the attackers immediately smelling the bait and disabling the block. And now the player is going in alone again, but is actually getting some assistance. But this is too late. He needs to place himself underneath the basket a little bit prior to the attack.
Now, Krylov forechecking, a tie up.
I think they should push.
Akkaren player push him out of bounds.
That's a situation where if you're not in possession of the ball, you just push the opponent player out, and you come up with the ball automatically.
But they didn't manage to do it.
I mean, they're just fighting for the ball there. If they just push them out,
now they've got
they
it.
The free throw, but
is that Azorov or who was it? But now they're coming in from the bottom. Truzin gets the pass. He's coming in, passes to himself between the legs, and now they've got a new attack, a new wave coming in.
Yeah, Tom Holmberg, they are trying to get the ball to the other side, but
it's a good situation.
They don't manage to get the ball to the other side, to the player waiting there. Akkaren's attack was actually doing a good job.
Not able to get the ball, clear the ball out. And Betta's above again, working the scrum. People say that scrum fighting is boring, but right now it's pretty. It's not too long. It's interesting. It's a tactical chess game. Selahov goes up, takes a breath, and they're waiting now. They're going to make a wave. Here they go. He comes in from above, and the ball bounces off the bottom. Was that a pass? What was that? Oh my!
Oh,
goal!
Yeah, that was in. That was in.
Number 4, assist number 13.
Okay.
4, assist 13.
So.
Someone using that.
And assist was
4.
Tuomas Suomalainen.
Yeah.
So this is
now the game is all open again.
It's open, but the momentum is clearly shifted because now the possession is mostly with
yeah, I think there was
with Betta.
But they don't have a review left, I think. I think they can't review, but they were trying to review the
ball was in.
Ball was in, but it looked in.
And it was clearly in because he was trying to hold it in longer and put it back in.
Yeah, the problem is sometimes players actually get a grip of the ball, and even though they push it into the basket, they can't just put the whole ball in. So there's always a little piece standing out of the basket, and so you could potentially review it, and it often gets scored as a goal. But in this case, I think he clearly pushed it down deep enough once. Oh, very nice attack there, a very nice pass behind the back of the goalkeeper. Krylov got the ball, but now getting clinched in there.
And they hold on to it.
You know, getting the ball back.
Now up on the surface. For me, that would be an uncomfortable situation to have these really good players lying there watching and deciding when they're going to attack. That's not good. You don't want to give them that luxury of just breathing and thinking. And
yeah, it depends on how comfortable you are with the defense. If you're comfortable with your defense, your close defense, and you know your attackers are doing a good job, then it might actually be better for you rather than to exhaust
chasing
your attackers
bad,
and chasing them, to simply wait and let them crush into your defense and have the attackers do their job right above the goalkeeper.
But the reason I say that is right now, this is it's completely Betta ball possession.
Yeah.
Taking equipment.
What free throw now?
Okay, so a break for Akkaren here. They're going to get a free throw.
Yeah, Betta now back into the game, and it was just a mental blockade in the first half of the game, and now they know they can keep possession of the ball. They have mixed up the game a bit. They're not trying to keep the ball on the surface as long as they did before. They have more people down at the basket. There's over 2 to 3 players at least, and the attacks are a bit more frequent, and the second wave is getting more and more dangerous. And as you see quite often in the second wave, there's only a defender and a goalkeeper, and Akkaren doesn't really manage to have the attackers down there. And then that's a situation where you can actually create those dangerous scoring opportunities for a team. When both attackers of the opponent team were on the surface and they need to breathe. Now Betta back into possession of the ball and trying to initiate a pass with it, but he drops the ball. Oh, the referee being in the way a bit. Oh. Selov struggling there and swinging right into the referee.
Mr. Schaefer passes it over.
Oh no, it's holding, yeah. He knew it as soon as he made the play.
Holding, wide free throw. Holding, wide free throw.
Okay.
Let's just stay for the rest of the game, because he's been watching the whole game. Okay, well.
Yeah. We can change it up if you want. I don't mind.
The next game. All right. Go ahead. You could stay.
What? All right, we're now having a bit of a mix-up. I'm gonna get some Russian commentary there because some Russian fans actually asked for Russian commentary.
Добрый день, с вами Анна Суетина, бывший игрок КСС Бетты. Мы ведем прямую трансляцию со второго раунда Евролиги. Сезон 2016-2017. Специально для наших русских фанатов я скажу пару слов о том, как проходит сегодняшний день.
A penalty right there for watching the shoulder to the basket.
Сейчас как раз дали пенальти за плечо в корзине. И пенальти будет против команды Akkaren.
We're gonna see now if Christian Schaefer is actually trying to hold the second penalty there, or if they're gonna have a goalkeeper trying to defend. I thought Jim Holmbeck will be doing the penalty again.
Yes, it's possible. Jim has proven to be a very good forward this round. You can even call him the star of the team, together with Victor and Samoli.
Yeah.
It's a delayed forward.
Пробивать, скорее всего, будет номер 15, Джим
It
Холмбек.
will come out there by Betta, I think.
Александр Сергеевич просит тайм-аут.
Blue timeout.
Yeah.
Blue timeout.
So the game has been very close so far.
Yeah, fast lead for Akkaren there, 2-0 in the first half, but now Betta been able to come back there, trying to recuperate and gaining momentum from the first penalty they got. Then the second goal very well done here by Thomas Jurmolen, creating this opportunity to score, passing the ball downwards. And yeah, now we have the second penalty for Betta there. And Tim Holmbeck, as we've already seen, a very good penalty shooter, very mobile, very fast, though being also very strong. So very tough to compete with a guy like him as a penalty defender. Akkaren, I don't know if they have any star goalkeeper or Norwegian national team goalkeeper on their lineup.
Well, I don't recognize any from the team list.
But we'll see if they're gonna have. Yeah, it's Murray Bunes who's gonna. Yeah, Murray Bunes who's gonna take the penalty this time. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. In the first half, Betta was more or less asleep. Only one person attacked. A lot of slow game on the surface.
Yeah, Tim Helmberg doing the penalty with the same move he did last time. Oh, very close. Oh yeah, nice one. Very nice move there, twisting around Murray Bunes, pushing him away. Kuhn is trying to get a grip on the ball, but only could catch the upper body of Tim Holmberg, and yeah, so Holmberg was able to wiggle himself into a good position to score.
Как вы видите, Джим Холбек смог захватить соперника за шею, таким образом довольно успешно сместить его с корзины, освободив под собой место. И теперь счет становится 3-2.
100% penalty efficiency by Tim Holmberg there. He scored 4 out of 4 in the Euroleague so far. So also very good for his statistics there.
У Джима Холмбека очень высокая эффективность пробивания пенальти.
Yeah,
4 из 4.
Especially we've seen sometimes it's actually getting blocked this weekend. We had one from Vienna against Betta. We had Malmö defending successfully twice. So yeah.
Yeah, when the game is of such a high level, both the defenders and the forwards are very good at what they're doing. It's always interesting to watch and learn. I think Jim reminds me of Vladimir Shurupov, who used to play for Betta. He was also 10 out of 10 penalty scorer.
Now white free throw for rough play.
Warning 99 for blue. That's Tom Holmbeck.
Yeah.
Oh, Betta.
It's very interesting to see if you have two teams competing on such a close level, that the roughness of the game usually increases with the amount of time spent in the water. As the pressure is so high on the players, they're exhausted. They usually can't keep up underwater as much, as their stamina is really decreasing throughout the game. Now, very good scoring opportunity here, Suporov, but he loses the Levanov, but he loses the ball, and there's no one else there who could pass to. But Betta successfully keeping possession of the ball, and now trying a second attack with the 4 players of Akkaren on the water.
Now there's 4 against 1, so he didn't risk coming in.
Yeah, Akkaren now again with the backs to the wall. They had this 2-0 advantage now, and Betta now trying to run the time down. They're on the surface with the ball. They're keeping the ball on the surface, just waiting for their attackers, drawing them out, luring them out, and just letting the time run out. And then you see very aggressive plays like they're attacking the head right here. I think it's a free throw against blue, against white.
Yes, there was attack on the equipment. Number 8. Yeah, I know that the blue team, the Betta team, has a lot of free throw schemas, which they train and repeat until they have 100% scoring efficiency from free throws. It's like 4 plus 2 or 3 plus 3, and even the magic 6 for the last minute of the game.
Yeah, it's usually if two teams are on the same level. We've seen it in the World Championship once when Norway played Germany, and they had the power play during the last minutes, and they had a special free throw set up to score the 1-0 against Germany. I think it was in Finland, one of the last World Championships before prior to college.
Yeah, I think like in other sports like football and hockey, the standard situations such as free throw is a very good opportunity to calm down and organize an attack, which should generally end in a goal. Now again an opportunity for Betta to start a free throw. But fortunately there's not 4 but only 2 people underwater. It's not enough. Akkaren still has the condition to keep the defense relatively tight. As you can see
Akkaren, the ball's out of bounds there. Akkaren doing a good job of keeping them away from the basket. They always have a defender down there. There's barely any situation where Betta is even able to swim close to an undefended basket. And Akkaren now getting out of their own half and maybe getting Yet again, an opportunity to score. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a very, very bad pass there. Right into the arms of Betta. And Betta now on the forward move. But already to a defender and a goalkeeper at the back. Christian Schäfer there in the defense.
And the blue player, I think, didn't see his partner at the back.
Yeah, they might have missed each other as they were swimming front to back.
Yeah, but now that's four people.
Yeah, now Tim Holmberg in a good position. I think is maybe trying to get a sneak pass down the corner. But
Yes.
yeah, he knew he was in the corner there, but he didn't manage to get the ball out in time.
You can see Akkaren is getting a little bit slower with leaving their zone.
Akkaren now desperately trying to get out their own half and trying to establish a fast break there. But there's no players underneath. Hakan Malhag now in a good position, but nobody able to bring in the ball. Oh.
Yeah, another interception by Victor.
Yeah, Akkaren now desperately trying to pass the ball into a good position where usually passes like that along the goalkeeper, along the defender, they don't work out as the defenders usually catch them. And now very good scoring opportunity for Viktor Krylov, but not being able to push the goalkeeper away from the goal.
He was covered in the last second by defender and attacker. So now they're reorganizing themselves from the surface. He's waiting for his partners. Now Alexander Bakanov also didn't risk going in. He's still... Мяч у Александра Баканова. Он ищет партнеров, но не может их найти. Все партнеры наверху отдыхают. Но остается всего лишь 2 минуты 45 секунд. При счете 3-2 это может быть опасно.
Yeah, Betta now in a very favorable position. They're 1 goal ahead, and they're used to play on the surface and playing in those scrums. But very faithful pass there. But Betta back in possession of the ball. As they can seize their usual game plan to playing on the surface, to let the time run down and trying to just hold the score as it is right now.
But nevertheless, they have to use the volume, otherwise they will be outplayed on the surface.
Yes, of course, but Akkaren in the unfavorable position of having to defend and having to open up the defense if they want to gain possession of the ball. Now Lindelof trying to attack the goal again, but being stopped there by 4 Akkaren players. But now a good opportunity for Tom Holmberg as he attacks the goalkeeper. He got 2 players from Betta underneath the goalkeeper, Krylov as well. With the block, but Tom Holmberg not able to bring the ball to deliver him to Victor or his teammates.
Борьба на поверхности около самого бортика. Илья Ассоров прижат 2 игроками Аккареном. Аккарену нет смысла сейчас тянуть время, им надо выходить.
Asserov and Waldehag, they're being in the scrum, desperately fighting for the ball. Waldehag pushing him underneath the surface, trying to definitely somehow get the ball out of there as time is ticking down. There's only 1 minute left on the clock. A very good position there.
Tommy Somalainen,
but not being able. Very good job by the goalkeeper of pushing him away.
Очень жестко сейчас защищаются белые.
Very, very forceful attack. Akkaren trying to hold on to their defense. 4 to 5 players down at the same time. And Betta just trying to scrum the ball now, trying to let those 30 seconds go down.
Warning number 15, touching head and shoulders, 2 free throw.
Предупреждение номер...
Free throw for Betta.
Предупреждение команды Аккарен. Штрафной, еще одна возможность забить. на последних 30 секундах. К сожалению, Джим Холмбек завяз в атакующих команды Аккарена. И теперь команда
one last chance. But not enough players there for a final attack. Now 7 seconds on the clock, but Betta gaining possession of the ball and now just trying to keep them away from the basket, and there is the end signal. End of game. Betta winning here with 3-2. Comeback victory here. 2 penalties for Betta, 2 very fast goals for Akkaren, but they just couldn't hold on to the ball. And Betta going out this game victorious.
Я поздравляю наших российских болельщиков. Сейчас после рукопожатия вы увидите хайлайты с самыми интересными моментами игры. И, конечно же, там будут все пенальти, с которых команда Бетта смогла реализовать свои моменты.